Let's talk about why you have no energy.
A better you starts today.
Hold on a second. I've forgotten the reason that I wrote down. I had a great epiphany, i.e. I stole it from a book. Thank God. Oh, right. Sorry, we're live. Yes, so anyway, the point is that I would like very much to talk about the fact that the driving fuel of your entire life, yeah? The whole thing is, you are not going to get anywhere in your life. This is a self-help channel, by the way, so just so you didn't know. This is going to be what determines how far you go in life. There is a reason that usually people with ADD, despite their glaringly obvious setbacks in life, they can't pay attention for shit, they usually are not very good at maintaining relationships. They're definitely not good at maintaining dates and places to be, like a job. They very often end up being some of the most successful people in the world, such as Donald Trump. That's all I can think of at the moment. That's all anyone can think of anyway, ever. But energy is the fuel of you. You're the car, that's your petrol, or EV, if you like. In fact, yeah, let's just go with that. Energy vehicle. That's your energy, right? Energy is your energy, obviously. We are just talking about, and let's just be very clear about this. Doctors, when they talk about energy, will probably just be talking about, I don't know, kinetic energy. They will probably be talking about the fact that, does this person have as much energy, in inverted commas, as, say, an 80-year-old person? And the answer inevitably is going to be no when they're 20 to 80. Or is it? Probably. But have you noticed that there are some 80-year-olds that are extremely... and there are some that are just like... Do you have that? What about with your grandparents, for instance? On one side, my grandparents are... and on the other side, I'm going tap dancing. Ow, my hip. Ah, well, good as new in 6 weeks. Yeah! They keep going. She is as energetic as I remember her being when I was a little child. She is the same person. What's the difference? One of them are in their early 80s, and the other pair are in their early 90s. And the ones that are in their early 90s have more energy than the others. Now, you are going to dismiss this as better genetics. Maybe. I honestly think, as does the evidence show, did you know about this? That there was people that were trying to think about how to make people in nursing homes have a better quality of life. Then they had this great idea once of just setting up the retirement village to look exactly like it did in the 50s, to make them behave like they were in their 50s. And predictably, this was incredible. Their cognitive capacity improved exponentially. Their level of energy improved exponentially. Their happiness improved exponentially. Their health improved exponentially. Why? Because they were just saying, just behave like you were in the 50s. What does that tell you? It tells you that energy is mostly psychological. And I want you to write that down, and I want this to be one of your key guidances in life, because there is nothing that I can tell you on this channel that is going to get you further than being someone that has high energy in life. Energy is directly linked to psychology. I want you to write this down. 80% of your energy is psychological. This is why a lot of the time when you meet someone that's depressed, what do you think about them? Low energy. What about somebody who's optimistic? Pretty high energy. Pretty upbeat. Which one succeeded which one? I would wager that it is honestly their energy. Their energy levels controls your emotional state. In fact, what is emotion? What is emotion? It is emotion. Emotion in motion. I want you to write that down as well. Emotion is energy in motion. Energy in motion. That is emotion. When you have high emotions, you're extremely animated. Like if you are angry, it's going to be like that. If you are depressed, if you're extremely ecstatic, if you're kind of somewhat happy, content, one's low energy and one's high energy. Your peak experiences in life are always going to be linked to energy. Your levels of energy. How do you improve it? Well, This is something that I do actually on my Jordan Shanks Patreon. This is one of the many activities that I'm constantly getting you to do over and over again. And this is the thing that I think keeps people paying for it, because they sincerely do realize, oh my God, if I stop doing these exercises, I am going to rescind and be a worse person. And that's just the facts. You will be a worse person if you don't do these actions. And I'll tell you this as well. I've got a great life coach. Really, really good life coach. Yeah? Top of the tier stuff. I finally found it. Like, after years and years of having some dud ones, I've got a really good one at the moment. I don't think that you can afford her. I mean, you're watching me. But you could definitely afford me. You could easily afford me. I am the cheapest life coach there is. And the whole thing about having a life coach is basically, and this is the whole thing, this is the whole reason that I did start that out in the first place. It is because if you can't afford a life coach, which is a very expensive instrument, to have a good one, at least get me. Cost you a can of Coke. I'll cost you a can of Coke a week. But the point is that you are getting that same value, which is somebody who is driving you to do these exercises so that you do have the benefits of self-help. The benefits of self-help comes from someone forcing you to do these things. Anyway, that's why you also need to come to a seminar, by the way, because it's just that times 10. Make sure that you sign up to both. But the point is, you also just don't get these annoying ads halfway through. The point is that when it comes to energy, it is mostly linked to your psychology. So this is something that you will notice over and over and over again, is that, especially if you sign up to Jordan Shanks, I'm sorry, I just need to advertise it again, because there is something that people say constantly on that, which is that now that I've been following Jordan Shanks and doing the Patreon exercises, I have accomplished all my goals in life. And this is actually a problem in itself. As Oscar Wilde said, there's only one thing in life that is worse than not getting what you want, and that's getting what you want. And the reason that getting what you want does that is because you expend all of this energy getting there, then you get to the point that you wanted to originally by doing all of the stuff that self-help teaches you, and then you get there and then you think, okay, I'm just a bit older and now I've got more money and it's pretty much just the same. Like, I've kind of carried myself there. Unless you are into that sort of self-help where you are able to fundamentally change the person that you are. But generally, because you are not witnessing the slow evolution that got you there on a daily basis, right? You just sort of, oh, I'm there, right? That happens. As a result of that, you sit there and you think, is that all there is? Is that all there is? And it's very easy for you to stagnate in life. It's very easy for you to just sit there and think, okay, that's it. I've made it. Now what? Now what? And what happens to you? Well, the entire good part of you becoming the person that you wanted, as they always say, it's not the destination, it's the journey. What's great about it, and why I'm very proud of everybody that watches this channel, is that you are on that journey right now. That's the good part. The destination is always underwhelming. The reason that I am pushing you on this is so that you go on one of those like hero-changing quests. That's the good part, the transformation process. That's where you learn, that's where you grow, that's where you have your setbacks. That's life. That's you utilizing and taking charge of your destiny, forging your destiny. That's what I want out of it for you. But we need you to have that fuel, don't we? And here's the really inception-y part of it. When you arrive at your destination, what happens? You start losing energy. What do? Well, you start blaming the fact that, oh, I'm older now, so it's just harder for me to just have the same energy. And, well, I expended so much energy to get to the goal that obviously I just don't have the same amount of energy that I have now. You see what I'm talking about when I say that a lot of your energy is psychological? As in, I know 20-year-olds that I have more energy of than them. And I know 40-year-olds that have more energy than me. I know 50-year-olds. Merrick Watts, we once had him on the podcast. That guy has a lot of energy, way more energy than I do. And what's the difference? What is the difference between him and you, who is obviously a worse human being than Merrick Watts, who used to be on Breakfast Radio and Nova? The reason that he is a better person than you is because he has new challenges. I think The reason that you are low energy, the reason that you are going through your days coping, going, oh, let's just get through this one again. Oh, crap. How am I going to get through it? Oh, I need a coffee to give me the energy. You can't internally drive that energy inside you. And the reason that you can't do that is because you don't have anything challenging in front of you. Let's write this down together. The reason you have low energy is because you're bored. Why are you bored? There's only one answer. It's because you've mastered everything that you are doing in your life. You are not setting new goals. So here's what I want from you. I want you to write down right now something that excites you. Come on, this is the easiest, funnest homework in the world. I'm literally asking you to get excited. Please, can you do that? Because if you are one of these people that is lost at the moment and thinking, oh, I don't know where to go in life, this is the reason. This is the reason. It is because you have nothing exciting. You have nothing to look forward to. I'm talking about something big. I'm talking about reaching the next level in life. I want you to write down that question. What does the next level look like to you? You can be as detailed as you want. You don't even have to write one thing. You can just write out your entire lifestyle, what that would look like, who you'd be hanging out with, what you would be doing in a day. I want you to write all of that down. Well,